guys, it's Rakina, thelashceo.com, and I'm back with another video. This one actually kind of hit me and I didn't really realize what was happening until I took a step back from my lash business and figured out exactly what it was. So again, this video is mirroring one of my blog posts on lashbusinesssuccess.com. You can go check that out too. So I'm going to be talking real briefly about why you need to be scarce in order to grow your lash business. Now, I know that sounds crazy and it sounds like, how are you going to be less available but grow? Hear me out. So when I started my business, I knew that because I have 3 kids and my husband is Navy, his schedule is crazy and I can't really rely on him to be able to go and pick the kids up if they're sick or if, you know, things happen or days are needed to be taken off because of school. So I knew the amount of hours that I wanted to work and what that looked like for me. So for me, I knew I didn't want to work a full-time schedule. I knew that at most I needed to work a few hours every week, and I wanted to make a certain amount of money per week, per month. So what it boiled down to was that I pretty much work from about anywhere from 10 to 10:30 to about 2:30, 3 o'clock. So it ends up being about 6 hours a day, give or take. And once I realized that, I translated that into an online booking platform, and that honestly took a lot of weight off of me, going back and forth, texting with clients, emailing. I still do it a little bit just because, you know, situations arise where people, you know, don't understand how to reschedule or, you know, just things happen. We're all people and, you know, it's understandable. So I would say 90% of all of my booking now is online, which requires a deposit in order to even book the appointment. And that helps me have less no-shows, less last minute reschedules, and just cancellations. So if you're not using an online booking software, I highly recommend Acuity. Their software is so inclusive and it's so customizable that you can use it how you need to, and it's been great for me ever since I started implementing it back, and I think it was like March. I've taken a lot of that scheduling back and forth off of my shoulders and lets the computer do it. So it's now become a part of my growth team for my lash business. So highly recommend that if you're not online booking. And again, I've got my little cue cards here so I don't just ramble on, but you need to know what your successful month and week looks like before you actually start trying to grow and get that momentum happening. Because if you don't, what's going to end up happening is that you could start growing, people could start booking you, and then all of a sudden you're working 50, 60 hours a week. You're working from 9 a.m. to 7 o'clock at night. And that's great if that's your goal. If that's how many hours you want to work and that's how much time you want to put into your business, I say, awesome, go for it. For me, that wasn't what I wanted to do, and I couldn't do that. So you need to know what that successful month and week looks like for you, whether that be the amount of clients you see or the amount of money that you need to make for it to be a successful week for you. That should be part of your goal sheet that you have written out for your lash business. And then once you know that, you can set those hours and then stick to them. People are going to try to push you outside of your hour time, or they're going to try to push you to squeeze them in last minute. I let my clients know that I book out in advance. That's just the way it is. I don't have a lot of immediate last minute availability, especially same day, next day. Most times even in the same week, I just don't have that availability. And I stick to that because I feel like clients that try to push you into those you know, those time slots and that time frame are going to eventually blossom and grow your business that way. So I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm not comfortable with the back and forth and can you try to squeeze me in here and can we try to do that there? So I stick to what my scheduling is and my goals for my week. So for me, I don't do more than 5 appointments a day. I find especially doing brows and lashes, if I typically do 3 or 4, that's a very full day for me. At that point, I am mentally spent. I don't like to push myself physically to do that much because I feel like that's going to cause burnout. And I want to keep doing this for a while. I'm 41 years old, so I don't want to burn myself out physically and mentally. And I'm really just getting started here in the last few years. So for me, having those goals, knowing my hours, knowing what success looks like for me is huge, and then I stick to it. I rarely bend and squeeze people in unless they're some of my awesome clients that have been with me for years and something comes up. I try my best to squeeze them in, but even then, rarely does it happen just because my bookings are the way they are. I am busy and I book out because I'm not always available, because most clients can't call me and get in that same day or the next day or even the same week. That scarcity creates demand, and it also makes you look like you're a superstar, which you are, and you deserve to be that busy and have people want to reach out to you versus you always trying to find appointments and looking for those people. So that scarcity actually does several positive things for you. It gives you the ability to create the schedule that you desire for your business. And then it also creates that demand from those clients looking for you. And they know that, oh, if I want to get in to see Rakina, I have to schedule in advance. I can't just reach out to her right away. I will tell you though, that as this becomes more of a thing, I think for me personally, I probably am almost at the point where I need to either bring on extra hands or something. So I'm kind of in that weird crux where, you know, I'm growing, I'm busy, I book a few weeks out in advance. So now I'm starting to kind of rethink my goals as I've hit my goals and I keep exceeding my goals, that maybe I need to change the dynamic a little bit. So that's something I'm actually considering and, you know, working through right now and praying about a lot, because I don't want to jump in bringing on people and I'm not quite ready. So I've never had to do that before. I've never been in a business where it's been me and it's been growing and successful. So as you guys are learning about doing this, I am too. So no way, shape, or form am I, you know, the pro or the expert. I'm just growing and sharing what's working for me in hopes that it will help you too. So that's that for this video. It's about being scarce, knowing what your goals are, sticking to it, and growing the lash business of your dreams. So if that's helped you at all, let me know, you know, in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, and you can let me know what's helped you on my Facebook page or even below. But thank you so much for connecting with me, and I will see you in the next video. It's Rakina, thelashceo.com. Bye.